Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another Married to Medicine LA review. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So the episode started off where the last one left off, which was with Britton and Dr. Imani talking about her relationship with Phil and how she's ready for a divorce. They are separated. She says that what it was, a year ago or something like that. I can't remember how long ago it was, but they had a anniversary and they went out of town. They went on a trip, and she can remember him telling her, I'm gonna stay at this bar and watch this game, so I can either drop you back off to the hotel or you can catch a taxi. But it was just so dismissive of what the vibe was supposed to be. Like, are we really supposed to be apart on our anniversary, on a vacation, and we're supposed to be enjoying each other's company? You shouldn't care more about watching a game than you care about spending time with me. But that's somebody that's already gone. That's somebody that's just going with the motions, that's just there because they haven't, you know, gotten the courage or the gumption to actually go ahead and end it. That's somebody that's already gone in their spirit and their body's just waiting to catch up. Because I couldn't understand. But she said she gave him, in her mind, she gave him a year to get himself together. And within that year, he's moved out and moved to another state, which has shown her that this relationship is not going to get better. It's just not. So now they're gonna get separated and they're gonna get a divorce. And I'm like, well, you know, we kind of expected that. So instead of going with Britton to Shanique's party, she's gonna stay at home and gather herself. But Shanique is having her little cowgirl birthday party, that little teeny tiny Robert, shout out to Roxanne, and put together for her. Okay, and so everybody else is gonna go and have a good time. But because rodeo and rodeo are spelled the same way, Leah didn't come dressed exactly the way everyone else did. And Britton, who always has to stunt on everybody, showed up in her equestrian gear, which it's not the same thing. Being equestrian and being Western are not the same style of dress, okay? So yeah, also, you know, she's dragging her husband Mac around with her, and he just always seems so disinterested to be there. Is it just me? Let me know. So y'all, they ride horses and they get to see this beautiful sunset. It was beautiful, it was lovely. And I thought it was hilarious how, you know, Britton was just saying how she was an equestrian and she was the first one scared because she thought the horse was gonna go off the side of the cliff. And I'm like, I promise you, if that horse has anything to do with his own, you know, his own body, he is not going to, you know, accidentally fall off the side of this cliff. I promise you, that horse is gonna walk sideways before it falls off that cliff. So after everybody finished having this beautiful horse ride, they go and sit down and have dinner together. And it's like a buffet. So Kendra put this huge piece of cornbread on her plate, and Jasmine proceeded to get up and ask her to slide that cornbread down onto the paper towel. Come on, you don't need that, all right? You know that's not good. Why don't you let me take that cornbread off your plate? And Britton was like, are you checking her? Like, are you removing food from her plate? Everybody can't believe that she's actually removing the food from the girl's plate. And then Jasmine proceeds to explain to the table that this is something, you know, that will get your body out of fat burning, you know, territory. So you want to make sure your body doesn't go out of fat burning territory by eating too much sugar. So that's why she took the cornbread away. And Kendra is just like, y'all just let her do what she's gonna do. And Leah is laughing and giggling. So Jasmine is like, Leah, why are you always laughing at me under your breath? It's so disrespectful. You lost your street cred. And Britton was like, bitch, y'all both live in Beverly Hills. What are you talking about? And then everybody busts out laughing. But I'm like, it annoys me the way Jasmine always goes after Leah. Everybody was laughing at your skinny sounding ass. It's like, girl, oh my gosh, she's so obnoxious. And when people laugh at you, it's because you sound crazy. Everybody is not always trying to be in fat burning territory at every moment of every day. That sounds crazy to most people. So yeah, they laugh at you. Why do you have to single out Leah like she was the only one hemming and hawing at all of your extraness? Like, oh my God, y'all, Jasmine works on my nerves sometimes. But I do like them separately. I do like Shanique. I like Shanique way more than Jasmine. But I like Shanique when she's just with the girls by herself. She seems very sweet. But when she and Jasmine are together, it's like Mean Girls. When everybody was getting up from the table, Jasmine continues to run her mouth to Leah to the point where Shanique has to come and separate them. And it wasn't even an argument because I felt like Leah wasn't even trying to talk to her. Leah wasn't trying to do any of that. She was just kind of like, all right, girl, whatever. Like, leave me alone. Ugh. Child, where's Jasmine's husband? Can we ask those questions? Because she always showing up to couple shit alone. Then we see Imani talk to her mom about Phil and how he told her to pack up his things for him and I guess send them to him. Child, I'd have been like, nah, Phil, you need to bring your ass back home so we can have this conversation with our son, okay? And then you can take your stuff then. But I'm not about to do that for you, especially when it's obvious that she wasn't the one that wanted it to be over. You know, I think that if he would have shown interest, Imani would have still been trying to fight for this relationship. She also expresses how she's not looking forward to telling the other girls her business, considering how they've been acting about this whole Phil situation the entire season, which is all in her business, judging her and her man when we ain't seen, you know, Jasmine's husband and child, where's Leah's husband. Like, you know, it's a few of y'all in here that didn't show it up without a man, even though y'all got a ring on y'all finger, but everybody just wants to keep drawing attention to Imani's ass. Like, so Brittany and Mac dropped their kids off at Shanique and Teeny Tiny Roberts so that they can go on a date. They rented a hotel room. There's flowers on the bed. Brittany goes in the bathroom for 10 minutes and the producers make it seem like it's 20 minutes so that she can turn, you know, turn into a little sex kitten and come out with a little whip. And Mac just did not seem that interested. Was it just me? I'm sure they went ahead and had a good time once the cameras were gone. Maybe he's somebody that just doesn't like to, you know, show who he is in front of the cameras. But something made me feel like he was just not that interested. Y'all comment down below. Let me know if it was just me. Then everybody goes over to Imani's because she wants them to help her pick out the cover of her book that's coming out. Jasmine is paying attention to what Kendra is drinking. She's gonna get a sangria that has a lot of sugar in it. Bitch, it's been a hard week. I'm gonna drink this sangria. Kendra was like, you gonna leave me alone now, okay? And hold up, y'all, I'm sorry. For some reason my notes kind of got separated, but I forgot to talk about Kendra and Hobart going on a date and talking about her wanting to take a full-time position at a hospital. Hobart went off on her, okay, in his way of going off, because they had an agreement that she will wait 6 months before she started to work full-time again. And now, I don't know how many, but it's been 2 or 3 months, and now she wants to go back to working full-time. But for her, I feel like it's a soul-crushing thing that she can't get back to work full-time and get back to being herself. Y'all have enough money. Y'all can get a nanny. Y'all can get a maid. Y'all can get somebody to help y'all take care of the baby. The baby doesn't have to be on breast milk, you know, because he mentioned how she's not going to be able to produce as much, you know, breast milk if she's working full-time and she's tired and she's upset and aggravated when she comes home. And you know, that's just going to change the whole vibe of their lives. But what she's trying to say is, I'm already unhappy being here all the time. I need to go back to work. My work is a part of what I do, just like your work is a part of what you do, Hobart. You met Kendra in medical school. She is a doctor, and it is so annoying to me when I feel that men are always trying to impress this stay-at-home mom shit on their wives when, you know, once they've had children, as if they don't know who their wives are. Like, Kendra's been a doctor. Kendra's been about her business, and she can be a mother and also do both. But I feel like, you know, it's her body, it's her baby, it's her life, it's their marriage. But he needs to give, you know, I feel like give her some grace and license for her figuring it out as she goes along. It's her first baby. I'm sure she thought it would be easier for her to stay home for 6 months when they first discussed this. And now it doesn't seem as easy to just be sitting her ass at home with a baby all day instead of being at the hospital doing what she loves doing. So I get that. But either way, you know, that conversation, I guess they'll just, you know, discuss that a different time. But back to Imani's little get together. So, you know, she has food and drinks, and she invites the ladies to sit down and look at these pictures. And the first set of pictures are 3 pictures with slightly different poses, wearing this matronly baby blue shirt. Nobody liked it. Get rid of it. Get it out of here, okay? The second set of pictures, she had a black fitted dress on with a crisscross. It was very cute. Everybody liked that a little bit more. Shanique brings up how, you know, why don't you ask Phil how he feels about the pictures? And this is when Imani has to let everybody know that she and Phil are getting a divorce. And Shanique and Jasmine are like, what? It's like, I mean, weren't y'all already whispering that this might be what was going on with her and Phil? Like, y'all were running y'all mouths about it. Y'all thought this might be the outcome. Now that she's telling y'all her business, y'all won't act all surprised and shit like the writing ain't been on the wall this whole damn time. Child, they a mess. They had it. I'm just saying, like, I can't wait to see what the response is gonna be like next week. But I think everybody's gonna be supportive of Imani, as they should be. And I just hope that the relationship between Phil and Imani's son stays the same. She says that he's still very much a father. They still have a really good relationship. They FaceTime, they talk all the time. I'm like, good. Because you see a lot that men are only interested in being a father to your child, either biological or not biological, only when they are sleeping or in some form of relationship with you. And as soon as their relationship with you is over, they can no longer give a shit about the baby or the kid. And that's unfortunate. So I hope that that's not what happens with Phil and Imani and their son. Because like she said, you know, she was crying and she was like, I wanted a father for my son, and I feel like that's the only thing that I ended up getting out of the situation, because I didn't really end up with a husband who was in a real relationship with me. And then you see next week, she said in the previews that he was like, he thought he could grow to love her. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, you either love me at the beginning or don't be with me. That doesn't make any sense. Why would anybody want to be with somebody that they don't love? Especially when it wasn't like, you know, a money situation. It wasn't like he was bringing a whole bunch of cash to the table, you know. It wasn't like that. So, child, or I mean, she wasn't bringing a lot of money to the table either, I don't think. I mean, or maybe she was. Child, maybe he was looking for somebody to take care of him. And if that meant being a father to a little boy that he already liked, maybe that seemed like an easy thing. But now that he is getting his business popping and it's not about R&B music, and you know, maybe he's finding himself and whatever he wants to do with himself, he's figuring out that he really don't want to be with Imani. I wish he would have told her that. Am I the only one that is wondering whether this was a conversation between them before he left, or was she just fronting the whole time? I don't understand how it went from, you know, do you want me to come out there, to we're gonna get a divorce. Like, damn, where was the middle ground? Like, what's happening here? You know, was it just, you know, let me know if I'm tripping. But anyway, that's all that went down in Married to Medicine LA. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see y'all in the next one.